Hey guys, how you doing today? This is David Lucas back here again. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a little bit. Today I'm back on the Mandalorian reviews again. Yes, I'm still watching Mandalorian. I love this show. It's honestly becoming one of my favorite shows that's around right now. I absolutely love this show. This season 2 in particular, I've been actually really loving and really liking a lot. And this new episode is episode 5, which is chapter, I believe, 12 or 13. I could be wrong, 12 or 13 chapter. I'm getting the chapters a little bit confused out. But I know it's episode 5 of the season 2 of The Mandalorian, called The Jedi. Well, I know I haven't really been doing a full review of every episode of this season so far. I kind of just really doing like reviews of basically like big plot-driven episodes, really episodes that kind of drive the plot forward. I kind of want to discuss more of the plot and what's going on into the lore of it. And in this episode is a very, very, very big plot-driven episode. Now, like I said, we are on episode 5 of season 2 of The Mandalorian. I'm not sure in particular which chapter is chapter 12 or chapter 13. I could be wrong of the chapters because they're going by chapters, and I'm already starting to get lost in the chapters. I'm just going by which episodes they are in a season. And as you guys expect, because her name was kind of revealed a few episodes before, and by Bo-Katan, who had showed up in a season from which we know from Clone Wars, and she said the name Ahsoka Tano, and this one's called the Jedi. And what do you expect? Because Din's out going to find her, going out to find the Jedi that she said. And we're finally here. We finally get to see Ahsoka Tano for the first time in live action. And let me tell you, that just means so much to me. I am so happy. I never thought the day would ever come with Ahsoka Tano coming in live action. And I never thought the day would come where Ahsoka Tano would come in live action. I never thought it would come. Now, to start this episode off, and I gotta say, this episode is probably like one of my favorite episodes of the whole season. I absolutely love this episode. We start out right in the beginning of like almost kind of like a horror kind of sense. You kind of get a little bit of like Ahsoka's like the predator going after the prey, and she's just chopping down Anakin's, using her kind of, and it feels like Ahsoka too, the way how she's moving around. You don't even see her yet. You don't see her because she's still wearing a hood. But just the way how she's moving around and kind of taking out these guys, these hired guns or wherever they are, you see like, oh crap, they got her physicality done. This is awesome. And I love that one shot where it's kind of like a point of view driven shot. We see her running up to one of the guys and then chops him down. Oh, I love that part. It was a great scene. Dave Filoni did a great job on that. That's something too, what I gotta say. Dave Filoni, this is, I think, his second episode he's ever directed. I'm pretty sure his second or third episode that he ever directed. And I know in the first season, the episode he directed, which was not the first one, yes, this third, because he directed the opening, the pilot episode, and another episode. And that second episode he directed, I did not like at all. But this episode, holy crap. He directed the hell out of this episode, and he is a really good, what I've noticed from this episode is that he is a good visual director. He's going to become a very good visual director as his career goes on. If he does end up directing more and more things, I can see that coming there, because wow, this dude has learned, and he has been patient, and you can see that he has something special coming up from him, just the way how he directed this whole episode. And right off the bat, I gotta say too, with the Rosario Dawson's Ahsoka Tano, she is playing Ahsoka Tano in live action Star Wars. She's playing an older version of Ahsoka, and wow, nailed it perfectly in my opinion. I know some people have some issues with it, apparently with her Leku or her horns that she has. Some people are complaining how it should be longer. Well, honestly, little things like that doesn't really matter in my opinion when her performance is just phenomenal, just top notch all the way through. She did a great job, in my opinion. I thought she completely delivered a older, a little bit wiser, a more war-weary Ahsoka that has seen a lot, that has grown up from the time we've seen her, not just in Clone Wars, but in Rebels too. She's learned. She has gotten a lot more knowledge, and you can tell just the way how she's acting and how she fights that she is definitely not a Jedi. She is not a Jedi at all, and you can tell that she isn't. And another big thing of this episode 2 that we finally got, that I can stop hearing Baby Yoda and stop calling him the child. We finally got the child's name. And what's his name? It is Goku. No, not Goku. Goku! Yeah, it sounds like Goku said. I don't know. To me, it sounds the same. I kind of like it how it sounds the same. I like it. I like his name, Groku. And, I'm kind of happy. I'm actually pretty happy. Or some people complain and be like, I don't like the name. I like the message. Well, I feel like it's about time we kind of got a name to him now. We don't need to call him Baby Yoda because he isn't Baby Yoda. He never was a Baby Yoda. He is Grogu, and this is who he is, and I'm so happy we got it, and I like the name too. It sounds like Goku. I love Dragon Ball Z. It sounds like Goku. I don't know. I like it. It sounds cool to me. I like saying it. I like calling him that now. So finally, we have a name to the child, and it's Grogu. I just can't stop saying that. With that, this episode does add much more lore to the overall show and Star Wars universe as we know it. Because Ahsoka basically does this really cool scene. I really love this scene between Ahsoka and Grogu where they have like this kind of, they communicate through like the Force basically. And they don't talk. They kind of just look at each other. And I like that scene because you basically can tell what they're talking about just by the looks they're giving. And I love that. And what Ahsoka says that Grogu told her, which I think she didn't say everything, but from what she told us, is that he was around during the Clone Wars. He was trained by many Jedi, which we know because he's 50 years old, so it kind of makes sense that, yeah, he was a baby during the Clone Wars probably, maybe like 15, 20 years old in the Clone Wars. And he was trained by multiple Jedi, and then when Order 66 happened, he was taken from the Jedi Order Temple on Coruscant, which we don't know by who. Is a big mystery. We don't know by who. And after that, he has all of his memory is kind of hurt and fear and suppressing his energy basically so he wouldn't be found. It is a really sad, and we don't know why. There's still some mystery behind him, like who took him, what happened afterwards, why is it so dark and so much fear in his memories after that. There's so much more we gotta learn, but it adds to the lore. It adds more to it, which I love. A scene too that I just really loved in this, and it's a really beautiful scene, which again, going for Dave Filoni's directing, is that once where Ahsoka's fighting the Magistrate, and then you have the cut to Mando fighting that Michael Biehn's character from the Terminator, he's fighting them, and it's going back and forth, and then you go to the Ahsoka where it goes, there's all samurai, all Japanese samurai basically, and then you cut to Mando where it's Western. And right there you're cutting to the two things that inspired Star Wars, that created Star Wars. Samurai films and Western films. And boom, you're splicing the two together, and it was just a really cool moment that I loved, and it really stands out to me, and I still think about it too right now. But now one of the big reveals of this season, of this episode, and basically of the show in general, is the other big name drop that we're getting from Ahsoka, and we get who she's looking for, and why she's here, and why she's attacking this, well, not attacking a village, but trying to talk to the magistrate of this village, and is to find Grand Admiral Thrawn. Yep, and the last time we saw Grand Admiral Thrawn and Ahsoka together was in Rebels, and we know what happened to Thrawn after Rebels with Ezra. Him and Ezra got sent off to the unknown regions, and we don't know what happened to him ever since then, but we do know that Ahsoka and Sabine, who we did not see, went and go try to find Ezra after the war with the Empire, and this is 5 years after that. Don't know what happened to Ezra. We didn't get any name drop of Ezra, but we did get a name drop of Thrawn, and that Ahsoka's after Thrawn. And that makes me wonder, is Thrawn going to be the main villain of this season? He's going to be like Moff Gideon's boss? Is he going to be the main big bad of the whole series? Or is this going to move on to an Ahsoka show where Ahsoka's going after Thrawn? I don't know, but I love it, and I love Thrawn, because Thrawn's one of the greatest characters to ever come out of Star Wars, in my opinion. I love Heir to the Empire. I love the new Thrawn series. I love everything with Thrawn. I think that's something that Star Wars has done consistently well, in my opinion, is the character Thrawn. So if this means that we're getting Thrawn in live action, then oh my god, I am so excited for this. Now, what I'm really curious about going for this is that they reveal that, because Ahsoka says she doesn't want to train Baby Yoda because she senses a lot of fear in him. She knows, she's seen what that can do, like fear and attachment can do to a Jedi, even the best of them, Anakin. She's talking about Anakin right there. So she tells Mando to send him to the ancient planet of Tython, which is a planet from the Legends content in the Old Republic. Tython was basically like the first Jedi temple, I'm pretty sure, or the first like kind of home world of the Jedi, I'm pretty sure. I know it was Tython and Ossus. Those two were like the main two like first Jedi home worlds in Legends. I'm not sure if Ossus is canon. It could be canon, but now Tython is canon, and they're gonna go to Tython. And she said put him on this like stone or something like that, and then a Jedi will find him. Now that's the big mystery, is now who is the Jedi? Who's gonna be the Jedi that finds him? And I got a couple guys in my head who could be Ezra, who I'm putting money on. That is probably Ezra. That's who my guess is, but I could be wrong. Luke somehow, or Cal from the Jedi Fallen Orders video game. It could be either of those three, I think. And wow, I am so excited for what's going on next in this show, because we have no idea what's coming next. We have no idea and anything in the trailer. Nothing showed us in the trailer from this point on, and we have no idea what's going to happen. We have no idea where the story is leading. We have no idea how. I think we have only 2 episodes left. So, whoa, what is going to happen? I don't know, but I am excited. I can't wait for Friday to find out. My overall thoughts of this episode is what you could say is that it is probably my favorite episode of the whole series, probably. It adds so much more to the lore and content and story of The Mandalorian and of Star Wars in general. I love Thrawn coming in. Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka Tano was perfect, in my opinion. Her voice, her acting, her facial expressions, her movements, everything was perfectly Ahsoka. And I think she did an amazing job, and I hope that we see more of her in maybe her own series, or if she pops up again in next season or something. I would love to see more of her. It's me curious, and now I'm on the edge of my seat more than ever than I have been on this show of, oh my god, what's going to happen next episode? What is going to happen these next few episodes? How is this going to end? I'm willing to guess that there might be a big battle between Mando and Moff Gideon. That's just my guess. Who knows? But I can't wait to find out what happens at the end of this season. I can't wait to see where the show goes. I'm really loving this show. This show is some of my favorite Star Wars content in general. And I really want to know what you guys think of this episode. Let me down know in the comment section below what you guys think of it. I'm really curious to know. And also, I'm curious to know, too, what do you guys think this show's going to happen in the future? What do you think is going to come out from the last couple episodes and then beyond of the show? What do you think this show's gonna give us? I'd really like to know down in the comment section below. Always, if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I always appreciate it. It always helps me out, and I always appreciate you guys' support. And thank you again for watching this video. Until next time, see you later.